Lokovodo here. So, I'm going to talk about Lollapalooza. Alright, so Thursday, Lollapalooza. It was really fun. I went really hard. I tripped out. Like, I was tripping, and I had a lot of fun Thursday, Lollapalooza. John Summit and Lorde. So, Lorde was fucking amazing. Lorde was amazing, but what I did was on Thursday, I locked into John Summit, and I was like, I'm gonna watch John Summit, and I'm gonna watch Worship, and then I watched Empire of the Sun. I remember I was like coming up on mushrooms during Empire of the Sun, and it was just so fucking perfect. Like, I got to see like Walking on a Dream. I was thinking about Balance by Muzza Fuzza and Fuzza Muzza when I heard Walking on a Dream. Empire of the Sun was really awesome. But John Summit was amazing. John Summit was so good. John Summit was a genre-bending master. He was so good at bending genres, like from playing like the Roland 303 acid techno sounds to like absolutely dropping the bass so fucking hard. John Summit is a really good DJ. He's a really good DJ. You can tell he actually really cares about the music. Whereas like, Disco Lines sucked. Disco Lines was so bad. Disco Lines played a 80-minute drum loop. I don't know if this is just like house music, literally just an 80-minute drum loop. Like, come on, like I would rather just go listen to myself playing the drums for 80 minutes than watch Disco Lines. And he's like, I put cocaine in my blunts. I put cocaine. Like, dude, he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't like on the mic. Chicago. Like, he had no stage presence. Disco Lines had no stage presence at all. He was like, here's the thing, like, honestly, ever since EDC, ever since Coachella, Tomorrowland, I've been watching, like, every, Bonnaroo. I've been watching so many music festivals, but here's the thing, Disco Lines was the worst DJ I saw play any festival. Honestly, like, I play music live on Twitch. I cook harder when I'm playing videos on YouTube. Like, I will go Jellyfish Jam and play Trapaholics. We make it look easy, and just some do. Like, I drop some fucking songs into songs. Like, I don't understand how bad Disco Lines was. He even used the Oh Baby a Triple sample, which is like, bitch, that's like my sample. I made the Oh Baby a Triple remix and got 1 million views on that when I was like fucking 12, and Google sent me like $400 when I was like 13 or something for the Oh Baby a Triple remix. It's like Lokovodo lore. But like, oh my god, like, I'm not a hater at all, but like, Disco Lines, like, bro, come on, Lollapalooza, book me, trans rights, Lokovodo. I can do such a better DJ set, and I have so much more stage. I'm a public performer. I literally am a public performer. I rap Mac Miller in the streets, and I rap Juicy J in the streets sometimes, and like, I rap Kendrick in the streets. I'm a street performer. I am so much more talented than Disco Lines. Disco Lines was so bad, it makes me want to, like, try to become a professional DJ. Like, I'm so inspired by Disco Lines. He's like, 80-minute drum loop. His hardest drop was Kerncraft Zombie Nation. That was his hardest drop. And then he just went back to E flat. Same 2 to 3 synthesizers. Same drum. Like, dude, electronic music producers usually have, like, if you're a good electronic music producer, like, motherfucker, in my Lokovodo songs, when I was making music 3-4 years ago, in my, like, third album, second album, even my second album, even fucking Mushroom Melodies by Lokovodo is actually better than Disco Lines. Like, Disco Lines was so fucking uninspired, soulless. It's like, that an AI could have generated that. Like, Disco Lines' 80-minute fucking drum loop on repeat with 2 to 3 synthesizers. Dude, a fucking AI could have fucking done that, and an AI probably would have mixed up the drums. Maybe the AI would have, like, done some shit with some tom-toms, maybe fucking, like, changed up the snare or something. Like, oh my god, I am so inspired to, like, keep performing and keep being an artist and entertaining people, because I'm so much fucking talented than Disco Lines. Dave's Disco Lines, dude didn't look like he was on any lines. Dude looked like he was drunk. dude looked like he was fucking nervous. Like, I am not a hater, but like, bro, I listen to like every EDM genre. I'm like the biggest electronic music fan that there is. Like, I've been listening to Skrillex since I was fucking 12 or something, bro. Like, what? I'm just like, or even younger. I was listening to dubstep since I was like fucking like 10, actually, probably. And I don't know, Lollapalooza, like, yeah, Disco Lines was so garbage, but like, Charlie XCX was amazing. I think that was Charlie XCX's best live performance of all time. I think Charlie XCX's live performance at Lollapalooza was like hands down, that was the best Charlie set. That was the best Charlie show. It was so good. Also, I had to turn up for Weethin. I'm like sweating and shit, and I don't give a fuck, you know, like, I'm just like, this is myself. I should put more fucking lipstick on. I just like, I'm kind of looking a little clowny today, and we got the rainbow look. You know, I think green looks better on my eyes, whereas like I should go purple into blue, because you go purple into green, color theory, you're leaving space in between, so it's a harder transition. So I'm just like, I should go purple into blue for like color theory next time. But like, I don't know, I just like throw a bunch of shit on my face, and I wear black, so that way I'm recognizable. And it works, I'm recognizable, you know, Addie's a baddie. I don't roll blunts, but I'm a little thick, call me a fatty. I roll blunts, but I'm trying to actually switch to smoking joints, really. Because like, I want to smoke weed for the rest of my life, and you know, if I smoke a Dutch, if I smoke a blunt, I start coughing on the Dutch. You know, like Chief keeps talking about the bitches be choking on the Dutches, right? You know, sometimes I be choking on the Dutch because, like, you know, I've smoked too many blunts in my life. So, you know, these days I'm trying to like just smoke joints. I think, because here's the thing, Friday, Saturday, Lollapalooza, I stayed up all Friday into Saturday because I was just tripping and rolling. And it was amazing. And, you know, by the way, for the record, I don't do any illegal drugs. And I'm so proud of this. I don't do any illegal drugs. I don't do any street drugs. I do not have any drug dealer contacts. I quit selling drugs like 3 or 4 years ago. And I completely got my hands... You know, I went to the mental hospital. I was homeless for 2 years, living in and out of hotels, which that was horrible. Like, the amount of times I had men trying to... Like, I would just be playing my guitar at the hotel. I would just be playing my guitar, and men would just be like offering me hundreds of dollars to have sex with them. Like, literally, I had men trying to offer me hundreds of dollars for me to have sex with them, and I'm just like, no, I'm fucking gay, I like girls. Also, I'm asexual. My girlfriend's asexual too, you know, like, I came out to her while tripping, like, we're both asexual, like, we'll do gay sex and stuff, but like, I'm like, you know, I'm not trying to put my fucking dick in a pussy. You know, maybe I cut off my dick sometime. I'm gonna get my balls cut off, actually, in like 4 days. This is some real talk. Like, on, 2 days, something like that. Like, I'm gonna go see my doctor. In 2 days, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I wanna cut them off. Because, like, I don't know, like, I wear a chastity cage. I'm like, I'm not dick brain. I'm like dick brain repulsive. I don't goon, I don't fap. I'm like, I think that's disgusting. I'm like repulsed by that. You know, I'm gay. I'm gay. I like butt sex. I can fuck, but like, I got fingers. I'll use toys. Like, I'm just like, you know, and this is like, I'm just like talking to and all over the fucking place. But, you know, I just like give my true authentic self to the fucking world. That's what I do as an artist, you know. It's like, I say some really crazy shit. I say some really fucking weird shit. Is what it fucking is. You should go look at my Donald Trump video where I'm talking about, like, do you think young kids are going to see these Nazis and conservatives? Do you think these young kids are going to grow up and they're going to be like, wow, so what's the alternative to hating black people and being a fucking Nazi and driving a Tesla or a Cybertruck? What's the alternative to that? What is it, LGBT? Being a fucking rainbow? Being your true, authentic self? Accepting everyone for who they are? It's like... You know, my superpower is I never think about sex, and I just make art 24/7. Really. It's kind of fucking awesome. And it's just like, I've achieved this state of like transcendentness where it's like 24/7, I'm not distracted by anything. I like, I just make art and make art and make art and make art, and I work hard, I stream, I play music for people, I just make art. And it's like, I'm just really happy that I've like achieved this state of transcendedness. And I wish I would have achieved this state like 4 or 5 years ago, but it's like things were different back then. Back then, like, I was a drug dealer. I had to sell drugs to survive because my parents moved to Florida, and I wanted to stay in Illinois because I knew I was going to be tranny. I knew I was going to be a fucking transgender. I knew that, like, because I knew when I was like 14, like, I was like, wow, I want to wear a dress every day. But like, I don't want to do it as like a fucking fetish or anything. It's just I wanted to be a girl, and like I knew I wanted to be a girl as like young as like being like 6 years old and something like that, and like, or maybe like even younger. I remember there was this time where like all the boys went to a boys' room and all the girls went to a girls' room. And I wanted to go to the girls' room, and then I learned what boys and girls were, and I was like, why the fuck would my boy? And now I'm not a boy. I have massive tits, actually. It's really interesting. It's because I had gynomastasia when I was a teenager. I was like 200 pounds or something, but then I was 220 pounds when I was a teenager. But then when I played Dance Dance Revolution, I had 100 world records and shit when I was putting my name Lokovodo on machines all over the world when I was a professional. Like, I was like as skinny as like 130, 140. I had like a flat chest. I had six-pack. These days, I'm torta thick, like fucking roll it up like a torta. I actually have some Native American blood in me. And, I never knew my biological father growing up, but apparently my biological father was like, he was pretty Native American. Maybe that's why, like, I take psychedelics and I become a superhuman, because it's just, like, it's in my blood, it's in my DNA. But, like, I don't know, like, I try to make good decisions for myself. I have a lot of love for myself, and I have a lot of love for the world. I really want to make the world a better place. I try to give my true, authentic self to people, so that way, other people don't feel, uncomfortable, or people aren't scared to be their true, authentic self. Because when I'm just like, I do the type of shit where like I go out in public, so like I'll sing like Oliver Tree, I'll sing like the song Miss You, Oliver Tree, but then like I'll literally sing it on repeat 3 or 4 times until I get really locked in, until I get really into it. And it's just like, I don't know, I'm trying to live a good life, I'm trying to be a good person, I'm trying to be a good artist, I'm trying to make the world a better place with my art, I'm trying to inspire, motivate people, and I just want to make the world a better place. I genuinely have a lot of faith for kids. Kids aren't going to grow up and want to drive cybertrucks and be Nazis and hate black people and hate gay people and hate trans people, like, and want to fucking support Israel and fucking pretend Donald Trump's not friends with Jeffrey Epstein, when we all know Donald Trump's a fucking pedophile. And Disney and Hulu wants to push serial killers as pop stars, and what's next? Is Disney and Hulu gonna make a documentary where they try to glorify Jeffrey Epstein as a pop star? Because Disney and Hulu try to glorify Jeffrey Dahmer like he's a fucking pop star, and like these like Manson murderer people. My girlfriend's mom is dating someone who is in a band with Bobby Buselek, and like I have a connection to like the that whole thing. And if you look at what I said, like, yeah, my girlfriend's mom, the person my girlfriend's mom is dating, his name's Rick, and yeah, like, he was in a band with the Manson murderers, actually, and he's a really good person. He's like reformed like me. He used to sell drugs, and now, he reformed himself. Like I'm a criminal who reformed myself, and I gave up the criminal life and shit. And I buy legal drugs at the smoke shop because it means that like kids buying 708. 708 should be legal, so that way kids don't fucking overdose on fentanyl that's coming from China and Mexico. And also there's gonna be like old people with health problems. Old people with health problems, they would rather take 708 and fucking kratom instead of like the alternative is like what? You find a teenager who's gonna sell you some fucking pills from the deep web, or like someone who's got a connection to a fucking cartel who's getting like fucking fentanyl from like Mexico or China. Like, smoke shops are really important, so that way people can have harm reduction, and so people don't fucking hurt themselves, and so people can actually, like, say, know, it's really important, you know, it's just like, don't remind me, I'm minding my own damn business, don't try to find me, I'm better left alone than in this, it doesn't surprise me, if you really think that I could care, if you really don't like me, go and find anyone else, you find anyone else out there, don't fret, but I never want to see you and I never want to miss you again, one thing, when you're angry you're a jerk and then you treat me like I'm worth nothing, I love you all. I'm a fucking gay, tranny, asexual who literally just loves the world and make art for you. And congratulations for finding me.